Elizabeth Omori and welcome to Betty's Musings. Today I'll be talking to you about the basics of love. I find that many people actually mistake infatuation for love, thinking that once they have feelings in their stomach or they feel a certain way towards someone, they are smitten by someone, they just assume that, oh, I'm in love with that person. But is that really love? Love. Why is it that there are so many people that uh, never felt that but actually are able to stay together and build something? It means that love is actually not a feeling but actually an action word. So, but one of the first things that come to mind is the fact that you really cannot love someone or give any input to someone if you're unable to love yourself. So, because scripture says that you should love your neighbor as yourself. It doesn't say love your neighbor more than yourself. That means there's a standard. Love your neighbor as yourself. You're meant to love your neighbor, value yourself enough. If you value yourself enough, you want people to be kind to you. You want people to be good to you, to be respectful to you. You want people to, be considerate of your feelings. You want people to think about the things that they do to you, to consider, because you love yourself enough to protect yourself from, ill-mannered behavior that people throw every now and then. You love yourself, and when you love yourself that way, you're able to actually give to someone else kindness, patience, tolerance, things that are actually the characteristics of love. So now we've drawn the fact that love is actually not butterflies in your stomach, but it's actually an action word. That is why you find that people who had arranged marriages, you've never met them before, they've never met each other before, they were able to actually have a successful union because they recognized something. It was not about how they felt before they got married to that person, but it was about the things that they were going to do in that marriage. So in that marriage, they begin to learn how to deal with each other, how to show acts of kindness, consideration, and that, my friends, is what love is about. You find that people that who actually had, certain feelings before they got married, when they're now married and they're not working on their kindness, how they speak to their spouse, how they, their patience level, they now say they've fallen out of love. That means they did not realize that love itself was an action. Love itself was the things that you do. It's like the scripture that says that if you love me, you keep my commandments. That means, hey, you cannot say you love God, for instance, and you're not obeying the scripture or not obeying the things that He has said you should do. In other words, there are certain things that when you do, the Almighty will say, yes, of a truth, this one loves me. It goes the same meaning for mankind. We are made in His image anyway. If you tell someone, oh, I don't like that thing that you did, as in it makes me feel this way, please, and the other person is not considering you, do you feel loved? No, because that means even the person says, I love you from now to thy kingdom come, their action is supposed to show that they indeed love you. So if my commandments, for instance, are, oh, okay, please try as much as possible not to, untidy this place, or if you need help, let me know, and the person now it decides to ignore me, it means that you don't value me enough to want to actually love me, because love for me is an action word. Love for me is what you do, not just what you say, or the feeling that you had maybe when I was much younger, I was looking good and all of that. So love is an action word. Now that goes back to my next point, which is the fact that since I have to obey someone's commandment, or I have to show love is something that has to be shown, it means that communication is a very important key in marriage. A very important key if you want your union to be good, to be stable, if you want to actually show love. In other words, we have to be willing to listen to the things that are said and unsaid, the things that makes your spouse comfortable, the things that are not good for your spouse. You take note of those things in their actions, in their words, in the things they've said and things they've not said. You recognize that, look, we need to be speaking to each other. Because if you're speaking, that's why you not hear, oh, you're speaking my love language. If you're speaking what I understand, then I can say that you love me. So, generally, if you love yourself enough, you can actually love someone else and be patient to put in the work, which is an action word. I hope this helps you. So we'll see you next time. Have a good day. Please check out a copy of my ebook, Squeezing the Sweet Nectar of Your Marriage. It's loaded with case studies, things to examine your relationship with, short stories that are very relatable, that can help you understand topics better. And for those who are Bible believers, lots of Bible passages as well. It's for people who are seeking to improve their marriage, resolve conflict, and use for premarital counseling. So above 150 pages, and I'm sure it would be worth your while. You can also follow me on my Instagram page at Betty's New Beginnings. Thank you so much for staying tuned to the very end of this video. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share. You'll be helping someone, or you could also be improving your own relationship and marriage.